welcome back to another episode of Courts This Week, your go-to source for the latest legal updates presented by Livelaw. I'm your host, Ostika Das, and I'm here to take you through the most significant updates from this week. From the corridors of the Supreme Court to local judicial proceedings, I'll be providing you with clear and concise summaries that keep you informed and ahead of the curve. Remember, for a more in-depth understanding, do visit our website at www.livelaw.in. In today's episode, we cover the Supreme Court Registry's refusal to list Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's plea for an extension of interim bail in the Delhi liquor policy case, the Delhi government's urgent plea for water release from Haryana amid a severe water crisis, Sharjeel, Imam and Umar Khalid's bail pleas, and much more. So let's dive into the headlines. This week's most significant news comes from the Supreme Court regarding Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's bail plea in the Delhi liquor policy case. Kejriwal, also the leader of one of the parties contesting the ongoing Lok Sabha elections, was arrested in March by the Enforcement Directorate over allegations in the liquor policy scam. In early May, the Supreme Court had granted Kejriwal interim bail until 1st of June, enabling him to campaign for the elections. The bench comprising Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta highlighted that Kejriwal, an elected Chief Minister, posed no societal threat and noted that the ED's investigation had been pending for about a year and a half before his arrest. This interim relief was seen as justified given the once in 5 years nature of the general elections. This week, Kejriwal sought an extension of his interim bail, citing the need for medical diagnostic tests, including a PET-CT scan, and requested a 7-day extension. However, the Supreme Court Registry refused to list his plea. The registry's refusal was based on the grounds that Kejriwal had already been granted the liberty to seek regular bail from the trial court, rendering the extension application non-maintainable. Additionally, it was noted that a judgment on his arrest challenge was already reserved, making the extension request irrelevant to the main petition. This week, the Supreme Court declined to entertain a plea by the Bharatiya Janata Party against the Calcutta High Court's order restraining it from publishing certain advertisements about the All India Trinamool Congress during the Lok Sabha elections. These ads were considered derogatory and violative of the Model Code of Conduct. Justices J.K. Maheshwari and K.V. Vishwanathan reviewed the record and found the advertisements prima facie derogatory. Senior advocate P.S. Patwalia, representing BJP, argued that the ads were factual, but the court stated that they were not in the voters' best interests. Following the court's disinclination to interfere, Patwalia withdrew the petition, seeking to file a reply before the High Court's single bench, which had passed the interim order. The petition was dismissed as withdrawn. Justice Vishwanathan commented, "Your rival is not your enemy," after the matter was concluded. The Delhi government has approached the Supreme Court this week seeking directions for Haryana to release water to the crisis-hit capital. Citing severe heatwave conditions in North India, particularly Delhi, the plea highlights an extraordinary surge in water demand. Despite administrative measures to optimize water use, Delhi faces acute shortages. As a lower riparian union territory, Delhi is requesting additional water supply due to the current emergent situation, not as part of any interstate water dispute. The plea mentions that Himachal Pradesh has agreed to share its surplus water, but since it does not share a physical boundary with Delhi, the water must be routed through Haryana. The Delhi government has requested Haryana's cooperation, which has not yet been granted. The plea emphasizes the reciprocal obligation of Haryana to assist it in resolving the water crisis, especially given the significant workforce in Delhi that impacts the broader region. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal recently urged the BJP-led governments in UP and Haryana to provide additional water, accusing Haryana of limiting Delhi's water share since 1st of May. Amid a severe heat wave, a writ petition has been filed in the Supreme Court seeking to amend rules under the Advocate Act 1961 to exempt lawyers from wearing traditional black coats and gowns during summer. The petition filed by Shailendra Mani Tripathi requests that state bar councils determine the months of prevailing summer for each state to allow this exemption. It also calls for a committee of medical experts to study the health impacts of wearing warm clothes in summer and to recommend changes. The petitioner argues that lawyers should have the freedom to dress comfortably, citing the right to freedom of speech and expression. This follows a similar plea in 2022, which was withdrawn to file a representation before the Bar Council of India. The intense heatwave affecting Delhi and North India has led the Delhi Consumer Disputes Redressal Forum to adjourn a case due to the lack of air conditioning and cooling facilities in the courtroom. With temperatures soaring above 40 degrees Celsius, the forum, comprising President Suresh Kumar Gupta and members Harshali Kaur and Ramesh Chand Yadav found it impractical to continue proceedings. The forum also highlighted the absence of basic amenities like water supply in the washroom. Consequently, the case was adjourned until November. The forum directed that a copy of the order be sent to the Secretary-cum-Commissioner for information. This week, a Delhi court denied bail to former JNU scholar and activist Umar Khalid in the Delhi riots larger conspiracy case under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Additional Sessions Judge Sameer Bajpai dismissed Khalid's second regular bail plea. Khalid, who has been in custody since September 2020, had previously withdrawn his bail plea from the Supreme Court after challenging a Delhi High Court decision denying him bail in 2022. He awaits trial for his alleged involvement in the communal violence that erupted in February 2020 in Delhi. This week, the Delhi High Court granted bail to Sharjeel Imam in a UAPA and sedition case related to his alleged inflammatory speeches at Aligarh Muslim University and Jamia Millia Islamia against the Citizenship Amendment Act. Justices Suresh Kumar Ket and Manoj Jain allowed Imam's bail plea, noting he has already served 4 years and 7 months of incarceration. Despite opposition from Delhi police, which argued that Imam's pre-trial detention was delayed due to his own actions, the court allowed the plea considering the dates of charge framing and witness examination. Imam remains in jail for the Delhi riots larger conspiracy case involving UAPA charges. In a recent development, Vivav Kumar, accused of assaulting Aam Aadmi Party MP Swati Maliwal at Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence, has moved the Delhi High Court challenging his arrest. An FIR was filed on 16th May and Kumar was arrested on 18th May. The Delhi police allege Kumar was uncooperative during the investigation, refusing to disclose his phone password. Kumar's bail request was denied by the trial court earlier this week. He now contends that his arrest violates Supreme Court rulings and seeks compensation for his illegal arrest and departmental action against the officials involved. This week, the Punjab and Haryana High Court acquitted Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh in the Ranjit Singh murder case. A CBI court had sentenced him and 4 others to life imprisonment in 2021 for conspiring to murder the former Dera manager. The High Court's division bench, comprising Justices Sureshwar Thakur and Lalit Batra, allowed Ram Rahim's appeal against his conviction. Ram Rahim is currently serving a 20-year sentence for raping 2 disciples and is also convicted of a journalist's murder, for which he received a life sentence. The High Court recently directed him to surrender and barred the Haryana government from granting further parole without permission. The Gujarat High Court has sharply criticized the Rajkot municipal body and state government following a fire at the TRP game zone in Rajkot, which claimed 28 lives, including that of 4 children. The court revealed that 2 gaming zones in Rajkot had been operating without necessary permits for over 2 years. Justices Biren Vaishnav and Devan M. Desai expressed frustration, stating that the authorities acted only after the tragic deaths. The court directed the Rajkot Municipal Corporation's commissioner and officers to explain their actions regarding the fire safety regulations. The commissioners of Ahmedabad, Vadodara and Surat must also file affidavits on their compliance with fire safety orders. The court ordered a statewide halt to all gaming zones pending further investigation. And that's a wrap for this week's Legal News Roundup. Before we bid adieu, the entire livelaw team has a small request for our dedicated viewers. As an independent and fact-driven media organization, we are deeply committed to fearless and ethical journalism. To continue bringing you the latest legal updates, especially in this dynamic audio-visual format, we rely on your support. Here's how you can help. Give our video a thumbs up if you found it informative. Share it with your family, friends, classmates and colleagues. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Drop your valuable thoughts and feedback in the comments below and hit that bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. Don't forget to visit our website at www.livelaw.in for our in-depth reports and analysis. Not only this, but the livelaw channel offers memberships for only ₹89 per month. Become a part of LL supporters today to access exclusive perks such as loyalty badges next to your name in comments and live chat, priority reply to comments, and for our student pass audience, early access to explainers and legal updates. I'm your host, Ostika Das, and it's been a pleasure bringing you this week's Legal News Roundup. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay tuned to LiveLaw. Thank you for watching.